My mouth is salivating. I have to like hold this saliva in. Like, it is so good.
Hey there, beer lovers. Welcome to another episode. I'm Justin.
I'm Jeff, and today we're in Pomona, California. This is my old stomping grounds back in my college days. We never had craft breweries here, but what we did have is the Glass House and the Fox Theater. This is the Arts District. This was my home for many years. I'm excited that we're back here again, and we're here visiting a craft brewery.
And down the street from the world famous Glass House is Homage Brewing. Now, this place opened in 2016 and has been known to throw out some of the best beers in Southern California. So if you guys are ready, Jeff,
let's have some beer.
Let's have some beer. Alright guys, so if you're ready, let's get into today's history lesson about Homage Brewing. Now this place, founded in 2016, is a love story. It has to do with a married couple. Their names are Matthew and Lauren Garcia. Now these two loved each other. One was a musician, one had a background in fashion and design. He wanted to get off the road, so what did they do? Of course, open a brewery, and they took to Kickstarter like anyone would do. They raised on Kickstarter over $13,000, and that's how this place got started. They opened at the end of 2016, and just within a year have had some of the best beers coming out of Pomona and Southern California. So let's get into them right now, and let's try them out.
Well guys, the first beer I'm gonna try is High Speed. It's called the Autobahn. It is a 5.2% Pilsner here at Homage. You know what? This is a great way to start. Love me some light beers. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Man, I know I've said this before, but stop drinking Bud Light, Miller Lite, and Coors Light, man. Drink something like this. This is fantastic. It's light, it's refreshing, it's easy to drink, and damn, 5.2%? 5.2%, right? 5.2%. I mean, Homage, I cannot tell you how much I enjoy this beer. This is something I wish I had run into at the beginning of summer, because this is something I would drink all day long.
Alright guys, so my first beer up is the Petite Matsumoto. It's a barrel-aged saison conditioned with peaches. It's 6% and should be something very, very good. They're known for their sours here, guys, so let's try it out. Cheers. It's light, it's fizzy, it's a little sweet, a little sour, and that peach flavor comes in strong. You get that little barrel-aged, you know, like that little malty, vanilla-y flavor on the back end. It's very well done. Very, very refined. It's like I just want to have a pinky up when I drink this. It's that good and that well-rounded and well done. Well done, guys.
Well, guys, we got a Belgian-style golden strong ale called Discovery. 7.8%. It's got a beautiful color to it. I haven't had a strong ale in a while. It's time to beef up. Let's get our gains in, huh? Cheers. I tell you what, those Belgians have got their game down pat. These Belgian malts are just blowing my mind. Every single time I have a Belgian style beer, you can pinpoint it. I could literally be blindfolded and you can hand me 10 different Belgian beers and 10 regular beers. I can tell the difference. It's all in the malts. The malt presence in this is fantastic. It's got a nice sharp finish too, so despite the fact it's 7.8%, it actually finishes really, really clean. I mean, if you want to get destroyed and you're at a pool party or something, this is the beer you want to drink. Not only is it fantastic, I mean, it tastes amazing, but on top of that, I mean, you would lose yourself in this beer. It's so good, it's so crisp. I could drink it non-stop without even thinking about it. By the way, I'm just gonna do that right now.
All right, guys, next up I have We've Been Had. It's 6.3%, a Northeast style IPA with Citra, Mosaic, and El Dorado hops. You know how Jeff loves his hazy ones. He's gonna be reviewing another one later, but I was lucky to get my hands on this one. This is gonna be good. Cheers. It's not quite a juice bomb, and it's not quite a hop bomb. You get that definitely juiciness that you expect from a Northeast style IPA, but it has that bitterness and that hop bite to it that makes it, you know, just kind of draw it back from being the big juice bomb that it could be. It's very, very well done. It's tasty, a little bit bitter, and very, very well done. Very, very well refined. That's the thing about this. I'm learning about Homage. They're doing like really well held back, you know, refined beers. They put a lot of thought into this. You can just tell by the surroundings and the beer. They're doing some really, really good work. This is one of them.
You can't come to Homage without trying some hazy beers. And this one in particular is called Low End Theory. It's a 6% Nelson Pale Ale. Now, Nelson Sauvin I've actually used in some of my own home brews. You kind of get like a white wine flavor out of it, grapey, very effervescent. I'm excited. I mean, it's going to be a light beer. It might be like a really refreshing pale ale. So let's give it a shot. Cheers. So you know the worst part about doing beer tasters like this? When you find a beer you really love, you want to just chug it. And there's only about 2 ounces left. This is fantastic. This is fan-freaking-tastic. This particular beer, I mean, it's a pale ale, but I still feel like this is falling in the Northeastern style IPA. I wouldn't call it a pale ale just because there is enough malt presence in this to not really, I don't know, like when I think of pale ale, I think a little bit softer, light malt presence, light hop presence, like more like a everyday drinkable, just refreshing beer. Not to say this isn't refreshing, it's just, this is a solid malty beer, it's a solid hoppy beer, it is an all-around delicious beer. It tastes like you are getting punched in the face from different directions. You're getting the citrus, you're getting the pithiness, you're getting the bitterness, you're getting a little bit of that soft wine kind of flavor, that white wine grapes. I mean, all in all, I mean, this is fucking delicious. I'm loving it.
All right, guys, my last beer here. It's the Endor's Toy. It's an Imperial Farmhouse Chocolate Stout at 9%. Now, Endor, come on. Imperial, they're just singing out to me right now. And the Stout, this is gonna be good, guys. Cheers. Wow. What? Now, Farmhouse, you get that funky flavor from it right away, but it's a stout at its heart. So it's a little sour, but you get all those good chocolatey, roasty goodness to it. Jeff's not gonna like this. A lot of people, if you're a traditional stout fan, may not like this, but if you're a fan of sours and you also like stouts, it's not a lot better in the world than this right here. Well done. Ooh.
Well, it's time for the final beer. And of course, we gotta save the haziest for last. This is called Four Corners. And this is made with Moteca, it's made with Citra, and it's made with Mosaic hops. This is a Northeastern style IPA, and from what I hear, this is one of the best that have come out of Homage Brewing. And damn, I'm excited to try it. I mean, this is one of the reasons why I came here, so let's give it a shot. Cheers. So this is everything that you want in a Northeastern style IPA. It's got a fantastic fruit aroma. I mean, if I were to name off all the fruits that I'm getting out of this, you would probably change the channel. Let's just say it's a shitload of fruity aromas. You dig into this beer, and it's soft, man. The mouthfeel is like velvet. It's fantastic. The finish has got that nice little slightly dank West Coast bite, but it still kind of finishes clean. Like, I don't feel it lingering on my tongue very long. I will say for a 6.8%, it matches the 6.8% vibe. Like, you're not getting booziness out of it, but you can definitely tell that it's not like a 6% or a 5.5. I mean, this has got a little bit of oomph to it, to say the least. I would say that I'm extremely satisfied with this beer as well. I guess you're gonna have to check our recap to find out which one my favorite was. Well guys, we've tried all the beers here at Homage. Is it Homage or Homage?
Homage.
It's Homage.
Homage.
In case you guys didn't know, it's Homage. Anyways, let's talk about our favorite beers of the day. Justin, why don't you start?
This is like pulling teeth, really. There wasn't a bad beer. There wasn't even a mediocre beer. All the beers here are fantastic. From the Endors, which was just an unbelievable chocolate stout. Farmhouse chocolate stout, I should say. It was delicious. To the Northeastern hazy IPAs, to the Autobahn, that delicious unfiltered Pilsner. It's almost impossible to choose a favorite, but we had to. So I chose Low End Theory. This Nelson Pale Ale, 6%, it doesn't taste like a number one. And number two, for all you fans of hops and single hop varieties, this has to be, hands down, one of the best uses of the Nelson hop I have ever tasted. You can taste the pine, you're transported to the forest. I know we say that with a lot of beers, that you get that real piney flavor. This one does it the best out of anything we've tasted, and it is amazing, the flavor that they got out of it. So that's why I'm choosing Low End Theory, my favorite beer of the day. Jeff?
So I'm gonna go into my favorites as well. Endor was one of those beers where I'm like, wait a second, it's a sour, it's a stout, like what the hell is this? Justin was convinced that I wasn't gonna like that beer. And actually, I really enjoyed it. I was surprised. Like, the funkiness that came out of it actually, like, complemented the malts. Like, I don't know.
It enhanced it.
Yeah, it enhanced it. And then I also had Discovery. And Discovery was that Belgian Gold Strong Ale. And damn, man, those Belgian malts, I swear they get me every time. I fucking love that flavor that just, boom, hits you. You're like, this is a Belgian. This is a Belgian, definitely. And man, I would love to relive drinking that beer for the first time every single day. But it's not my favorite. My favorite is the same as Justin's. It's Low End Theory. Now, I've had Four Corners before. I tried it today, and it's a good Northeastern style IPA, but I will tell you, Low End Theory, it's a light ABV. It's so soft on the nose. You get nice fruity flavors. You get like juiciness, slight pithiness, and then you dig into this beer and it's got the pine, it's got the fruit, it's soft, it's mellow, it's velvety on your tongue. I mean, everything about this beer is good. Like, I'm sorry, I have to take a pause real quick.
Excuse him while he just relieves himself.
The other reason why I love this beer is because I brewed with Nelson Sauvin before, and it wasn't my favorite hop variety because I couldn't pull out the flavor the way that I wanted to out of those hops. And this is, as Justin said, the best representation of Nelson that I've ever seen. Ever seen. This is just Nelson in a glass, like exposed, fresh. Here I am. Drink me up. I mean, damn. I don't know what else to say. Justin, you got anything else to say?
Bottoms up.
Bottoms up. Cheers.
All right, guys, we have something special here. Something unreleased, something that you guys have never heard of. This is the Creek Homage. It's a 6% barrel-aged cherry sour ale. Now, this thing, you guys are seeing it right now. We were actually recording this a month earlier. This has not even been released to the public yet. This is going to be the first bottle sold to the public outside of the brewery. So if you guys want to find it, go to craftbeerkings.com and make sure you guys get your hands on it. Thank you so much to Moses from the Full Pint. He poured his own little special barrel, little piece of cake beauty of this from his own special stash that's going to be going on from the 10th year anniversary that they're having down in San Diego, which is about a couple weeks from right now when you guys are watching this. But you guys, if you haven't followed the Full Pint, make sure you follow them on all social media right here down on the link below.
Let's dig into this bad boy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. If you're a cherry fan,
Tapping out.
if you're a sour fan, if you're a beer fan, I don't know. If you don't like this beer, there's something wrong with you.
Yep.
He hates sours. This is a cherry sour ale.
My mouth is salivating. I have to like hold this saliva in. Like, it is so good.
You get tart. You get tart. You get the Michigan cherry flavor right up in your face. It is so delicious, so tart, so refreshing. It is an amazing craft beer. And I say the word craft because it truly is a craft of labor and love.
You need to be an artisan to be able to make a beer like this. I mean, as Justin said, I'm not a huge sour fan. This is something I would stand in line for. I would stand in line for this beer. I mean, it's that good. Oh man, the tartness is just right on the tongue. It literally like wipes your taste buds clean, so it can go in with that cherry flavor. The barrel aging is just enhancing everything that you're getting out of it. It doesn't have that like that cherry NyQuil or anything like that.
It's a very authentic flavor of cherry.
Yes, it's so natural. Oh.
Now, guys, we can rant and rave about this beer all day, but now that you are loyal listeners and watchers have seen this, you can actually try this. Go to craftbeerkings.com because that's where they're selling this beer. You guys can have a chance to try and get your hands on some of this beautiful deliciousness. Thanks again to Matthew and thanks again to Moses for giving us the opportunity to try this beer before everyone else.
Yeah, thanks guys, man. This is fucking delicious.
It is a true testament to the craft and better than probably anything you could have at maybe the brewery or some of those other really good high-end sour places. If you get this, you won't be disappointed.
You also mentioned these cherries are from where?
Michigan cherries.
Michigan cherries. So what's important about Michigan cherries?
The most delicious cherries on the planet.
Most delicious cherries on the planet. And that's probably why my glass is empty. Look at this. I'm drinking a sour, and I finished before Justin. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? When I was in college, I wish that Homage was here because this would be my home base every single day. Thank you guys for having an awesome brewery, phenomenal beers, and man, really making a name for Southern California and craft brewing.
And in the words of George General Patton, we will return.
Yes, we will.
All right, guys, that'll do it for us from Homage Brewing in Pomona, California.
Thank you so much, Matt and Mo. We had an awesome time. If you guys get a chance, check out the full pint. We're gonna give you the details below. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time on Let's Have Some Beer. Cheers.